Hey there, what's up, everybody? It's Dr. Shazetta. I pray you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday to you all. I cannot believe that it is already July 2nd. I have no idea where 2026 has gone. Nevertheless, today is a day I'm trying to get out as we're coming on the holiday weekend. I don't want to be out running any errands during the holiday time, especially beginning tomorrow through the weekend. I'm going to go to church on Sunday, but beyond that, I intend to be really, really close to the house. There's a lot of movement just because it's a holiday, but also because you've got the America 250 stuff, all of that. I just don't want to be out in the street, so we're going to stay out the way. But I need to run a few errands today. I need to go to the post office. I need to go to the embroidery man. I'm hoping to grab a bite with a colleague this afternoon. But my big thing today is that I am going to the Meta Lab. I have an appointment at the Meta Lab, and I have that appointment because I love my Meta Ray Bans. I use them quite a bit, but they fell off of a table or I dropped them a couple of weeks ago, and this arm over here died, and it is the arm that has the electronics in it. And from everything that I researched, they can't be repaired. So I am taking them with me just in case they can be repaired, but I'm going to the Meta Lab primarily because I am interested in the Meta displays. And apparently you can't just order the Meta display like you can these, or you can't just go into a store and get them. Like, you have to go and be fitted. There's a demo because the Meta display has, I guess, an increased like level of functionality in AI. You have to have a band that matches, and you can do like finger gestures and things to move around. I'm really interested in the Meta displays for the work that I do in terms of content creation and recording videos for other things, because it has the display inside and has a teleprompter feature. I'm really, really interested in seeing what that looks like, and also for my biking and cycling, as opposed to having to look at my phone for maps and directions. I'm wondering what that might look like right in front of my face. I really am grateful, honestly, for the fitting and demo process, because I also have astigmatism, and so while the picture in lens sounds great, I want to make sure that my astigmatism is going to cooperate, because I also wear contact lenses. So anyway, I'm excited to go and try it, and grateful for the opportunity, because the Meta displays cost more than the regular Ray-Ban Metas. Regular Ray-Ban Metas, the ones that get usually like right around the $400 mark. These are closer to the $800 mark. And so grateful to be able to try them before making the commitment. So we shall see. I am not committed to purchasing them today. I'm going to have a look and see. They definitely would be a business expense for me, because I'll be using them for this and for some of the other things that I'm doing in terms of creating courses and things for other folks that I'm contracted to do. So I think that they will be helpful, and that they would be a good tool for me to have, but I don't want to make the investment without having the chance to try them. So I'm going to take you guys along for that, and then we'll go from there. Talk soon. Y'all, this traffic out here is so disrespectful today. Where y'all going? It's the middle of the day. It's not even noon yet. It's like 11 o'clock. Where are the saints of God going? Where they going, y'all? I still got 24 more minutes to my destination. Actually gonna get there pretty early, so I hope that they will see me early. That would be great, so that I can start my trek back across town to the northeast side before rush hour traffic this afternoon. That would be really, 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 really good. But where are these people going, y'all? Where are they going? All right, y'all. I made it to the place. What I didn't realize is that it's inside a mall, which is absolutely fine. But the way it brought me, it was like all behind like this industrial park area and all that kind of stuff. I was like, where in the top secret name of the world am I going? But it looks like it's a store in the mall, and so at any rate, let's go. All right, so I had to pay for parking, which I almost messed up and didn't do, but I remembered as I was walking out. It's like, instead of having to pull the tag, you have to scan the QR code and pay on your phone, which I kind of like, because it also gives you the location, and I am the worst in terms of remembering where I park in places like this. So let's head to the mall. All right, so let's find one little guide things. I know that the suite number was like 305 or something, so I don't know if that means there are 3 levels in here or what. Okay, finally found it. Pain in the butt. It's on the 2nd floor, and I was looking for something much bigger.
Demo basically. First things first, I do need to size you up for your wrist.
Okay.
The purpose of the band is to control the display on the screen.
Okay.
Through hand movements.
Okay.
We're gonna try off with the biggest size first, see if that fits. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
It's too shaky. Okay, you're right-handed? All right, do you mind taking off that bracelet from me, man? So we're gonna go off with the standard size. Everyone around here is basically a 3.
Okay.
So I'll just try a 3 on you first. And just one thing, a little tip. If you do end up buying the glasses, for the band, you always want this white line right here facing you at all times.
Okay.
And this touchpad needs to be on the top, 1 finger below the wrist bone.
Okay.
And from there, it does need to be tight. I hope that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay. And like I said before, it basically, I'm so sorry about that.
You're okay.
Basically just measures like your hand gestures to control the screen.
Okay.
Alright, now that we have that on, this is basically a standard. So if you can do me a favor and try these on, let me know if they're too tight or if they're too big.
Okay.
If they're too big, unfortunately, this is the smallest size that we have.
They feel okay.
And the band, glasses, everything fits okay?
The band probably could be a little smaller. Do you have a smaller
we have
option?
smaller band.
Try the smaller.
Okay, we have a 2 right here.
Okay. I usually do the extra small one on my Apple Watch stuff, so.
Got it. Here's a 2 right over here. Again, white line facing you. Besides the Gen 2s that you have you ever tried a Meta product before?
Yeah, I had the stories. I had the Ray-Ban stories for a while, but I don't know if that was a Meta. Those were specifically Meta or not. But I had those early adopter for those.
And that one, does it feel a little bit better?
Yeah, it feels good.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to size you in the standard.
Okay.
And a size 2 for the wrist.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's get this demo started. Alright, I'll basically be running you through the basic features. I'm guessing you're familiar with the capture and the music. So I'll run you through some other cool features that the displays offer that nothing else really offers.
Okay.
Let me know when you see, do you see
I see
anything on the screen?
it, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to start casting so I can see. Alright, ma'am. So with your dominant hand, basically make like a loose fist with your fingers more so straightened. And you're going to want to be putting your thumb in the middle point right here. Now, to swipe right is to go right. To swipe left is to go left. You might want to take off the ring. The ring does block it a little bit. Sorry about that, man. So you want to face it towards you. Swipe right to go right. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized why that is. To turn it on, apologies, ma'am. If you press the button, you don't see a light, that means it's off. So we have to hold it.
Okay. I felt
There you go.
it.
That means it's done.
Okay. I'm gonna try it with the ring because I have to wear this for my medical stuff. So.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right, right hand dominant. Okay. Now, are you able to navigate around a little bit?
Yep. Gotcha.
Swipe left is to go left. Swipe left again. Double check. All right. Swipe down to go down. And swipe up to go up.
Very
it's pretty
nice.
simple.
Yeah, very cool.
I'll let you go to any app you want, and I'll show you how to select it.
Okay, how do I select it?
You're gonna want to index finger and thumb touch the tips of it.
So cool.
Yep. Now imagine you're scrolling on. Right now you're scrolling on Reels. You can go down. Oh, you're on your Instagram messages now.
Okay. Oh, this is so cool.
And to get back to the home screen is gonna be middle finger and thumb. Tap the tips. There you go.
Got it. So can I do like YouTube on here, or is it just like Instagram?
So it's
the
only
apps?
Meta apps, yes. So Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp.
Very cool.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I want to like respond for Meta, for in WhatsApp, I'm in WhatsApp right now. Then I do what?
So basically, you can basically tell Meta what to type out.
Okay.
Or you can. I'm pretty sure it's the best option.
I got you. And then to go back home, we do here.
Yep, and then select home. There you go.
Nice.
Swipe to the right, ma'am. I want to show you the navigation system. This navigation system is allowed in 5 countries as of right now.
Okay.
But last week it was only allowed in 1, so as more updates come by,
Okay.
More countries will be involved. Swipe to the right. Swipe to the right again. One more time for me. Now keep swiping down until you see navigation or maps. There it is. Select maps. Now basically ask Meta, where's the nearest gas station?
Hey Meta, where's the nearest gas station?
Select. Alright, directions, and then start. Now basically you have a walking GPS. Now this is for walking only. It is not for driving. Meta will not allow you to look at that screen while you're driving. But yeah, you try turning around and stuff. Catches your in-person movements.
Very cool. So I also, like a bike will allow me to use it while I'm riding my bike?
Yeah.
So how does it know when I'm driving?
Well, extremely high speeds basically.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And if you are riding a bike at, let's say, like 6 miles per hour, 7 miles per hour, I don't see why I wouldn't let you.
Okay. And then back home here.
Alright.
Okay.
Go back to the home screen, middle finger and thumb. Alright, we have a teleprompter option as well, such as live captions
That's
too.
really the only reason I want them. Hold on, so let's go. Yeah, the teleprompter. I do
Alright.
content creation, obviously,
Really?
and also public speaking. So that was
That's great.
That was the interest for me.
Let me add something on teleprompter. I'm gonna
Okay.
send it over. Let me know if the text is too big, by the way. I always do the large text, just
Okay.
so everyone. Just read the first sentence. It's a really long paragraph I have written out.
Okay. Long passage of time is the continuous progression of events over an extended duration.
Try swiping down. Just read some random.
God, illustrated through sensory shifts like decaying, structure shifting, landscapes, or repeating seasons. This phenomenon.
All right, we can also
Got it.
change size. Now this is default.
Gotcha. I think I like the larger one. Instead, you can show the passage. I can still see it, but my astigmatism is leaning toward the larger one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back to large.
Yeah, that's good.
So now you can either choose to scroll vertically or horizontally. Do you want to see horizontal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This
Which
is
one do you
good.
prefer, horizontal or
I
vertical?
think horizontal, just because I don't do full manuscripts, but I do talking points, and so being able to switch from one talking point to the other without my eyes having to move around a lot, I think would be good.
That's great to hear.
Okay.
Auto captions as well is another feature. If you just look at me, basically, I'm gonna start auto captions. Give it a second. Hello. Today we are at Tyson's Corner Mall.
Nice. Okay.
That's basically just like I normally show this to people if you're ever in a loud environment,
Sure.
you have trouble hearing, so on and so forth.
Okay.
My grandma, I bought her a pair of these. She has trouble hearing.
Wow.
Loves it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Translation for only up to 4 languages, not like the other glasses.
Okay.
So the Gen 2s that you have, unfortunately that you broke it, but this week we just updated it to 20 languages.
Oh, wow.
I know, it sucks. It hurts my heart even telling you that. But, yeah.
So which languages do these do?
These only do 4 languages. It goes up to Spanish, English, French, and Italian.
Okay. And will they be adding more?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
As updates go on, further, more stuff will be added.
Sure. So what glitches have people kind of talked about with these? Okay, guys. So I really am digging these. The demo went well. All the Ray-Bans have come a long way.
Prefer the sand over the
I do prefer the sand over the black. Yeah.
we get that a lot.
Yeah, they look really, really nice. Not quite as, since they're already larger. All right, y'all. Just left the Meta Lab, and I'm very pleased. The young man named Samad was really, really helpful. Explained everything, answered all of my questions, and I went ahead and picked them up. He and the other young lady with him both did tell me that they are not certain if my broken ones can be repaired, which is kind of a bummer. Although, like I said, everything that I saw and all my Googling and stuff said that was likely the case, that it wasn't a defect. And so warranty doesn't cover it. And because of kind of proprietary stuff and where it's broken, it's not really a thing. But they did make a couple of recommendations in terms of who I can reach out to try and see if there were any other options. But essentially they didn't have any additional answers for me. So I am headed back to the car to go and check in with my friend and see if she wants to connect. I'm very, very pleased with my purchase. My hope is that if I am able to get these repaired, that I will just sell them and offset the cost for here now. But I would definitely, this is definitely a business expense, and it's definitely, I think, going to add value to the work that I already do and be a really good tool. So at any rate, that's that. New glasses in hand. I will get them charged and set up and try them out today, and I'll give you guys a review at some point. All right, so got the Ray-Ban. Well, it's not even the Ray-Ban Meta displays, it's the Meta displays, which I think is really, really cool. So Meta has branched out on their own, and maybe they did so a while ago and I just didn't know, but they've branched out on their own and have just made their own frames. Instead of just partnering with Ray-Ban or just partnering with Oakley, they've now made their own frames. And what that allows for is that the barrier of entry cost-wise is significantly less, and they are really, really cute. Like just the Ray-Ban Meta's $299. It's a really nice green pair for like $299. And that's a really, really good price for the value that they add. So the downside of getting the displays for me right now is that they're still in the process of updating and adding right features. And so my current Ray-Bans that are broken, they had just finished the update that had like they just added 20 more languages to the translation. They added more countries in terms of the maps and all that kind of stuff. And so because the displays were just, I guess, released so recently, there's 4 languages and other things, but they're updating it every single day. And so I look forward to continuing with the updates so that I can kind of experience it. But the screen, inland screen, is really, really cool. I'm excited to use that. The teleprompter feature was really nice, which is what drew me to it primarily. That and the maps feature, but the teleprompter feature for me, I think, is going to be a game changer, especially because I'm not necessarily a manuscript speaker all the time, but talking points are really helpful for me. And so you can do it vertically, right, where you can swipe, or horizontally. And I found that the horizontal swipe for me is more like a PowerPoint presentation, and so it looked and felt more intuitive for me. I also like the hand gestures. They're not super complicated. So the one thing I don't like is that there's a band that you have to wear on your wrist. It'll go above my bicycle band, but I don't love it. It's not beautiful, but I for the technology that it provides, like, I get it. But it turns your finger movements essentially into like mouse type movements. And so you do this and you click and you do this. So I'm really, really excited to experiment with that. It's definitely, I think, a more intuitive thing than the Apple goggle things were, and you look a little more normal. They don't have a lot of colorways right now, and so they had a black, which was really stark for me, and I used to like everything dark black, but I'm getting now more into appreciating softer tones, I think, in like earth tones and skin tones. And so I got the sand color. They're really, really nice and chic, and yeah, so I think you can get them with prescriptions, but I think only up to certain types of prescriptions because of the in-screen thingamabob, I think. Not sure, but I knew I wasn't getting them for prescription, so I didn't really pay attention to that part because I wear my contacts, and I wanted to be able to wear them any day and wear them for sunglasses when I'm out on my bike and stuff like that. The map feature it doesn't allow you to use them at high speed, so you're not supposed to use them while driving, which makes sense because even though it's right in front of your eye, you still have to kind of look off to pay attention to it. So I'm eager to try and use it with my bike, and for just walking about the streets and all that kind of stuff. I really, really think it's going to be a good tool. I'm super, super excited about it. So I'll get home and do an unboxing with you all, so that we can try it. Excited. Ciao. So I'm still driving, headed back home. Had a few detours just because traffic was crazy and all the things blocked off in preparation for whatever it is that the sitting president intends to do down here on the National Mall. Made me really sad actually, because normally driving down Constitution Avenue is really, really beautiful because you can see so many of the monuments, you can see yeah, just so much, but there's all these barricades and really high fences, and folks who came here for the 4th, probably some hopes to be able to get closer to the White House to take pictures, and having to take them through the fences and gates and stuff like that. So it's pretty bummed. Down here on the museum side of things, it's not as bad, but yeah. So anyway, hopefully we'll be back to the house in another 20 or 25 minutes. I was grateful that I knew my general directions, because the initial ooh. There we go. I was grateful that I knew my initial kind of way around, because I was grateful that I knew my initial, like my just foundational way around, because with all the streets being blocked off and all of that, I didn't want to get back on the highway or the interstate, and I just knew if I could get to a particular street that I could take that and go all the way back to the house. So there is something to be said about having a general idea of where you are and where you're going. So my embroidery shop stop is now pushed to Monday because I didn't have the information that I needed to stop by. I'm waiting on a little bit more information from that client. And then my colleague was not ready to leave the house. She said she got distracted, so we rescheduled for maybe tomorrow sometime. So I am headed back to the house. Really grateful that I'm headed back to the house because, well, the heat ain't no joke. It's like for real heat wave. I've got my air conditioner turned way down temperature-wise in the car and blowing pretty aggressively, and I still feel the heat in the car. And so as I'm looking and seeing people outside, particularly folks who are walking, but also our unhoused kin, yeah, I know that they super hot out there. Geez, the one thing about being in DC, a motorcade will pop out of nowhere in a minute. That was a black car with lights, probably a Secret Service car, that just turned in front of traffic and made us all slam on our brakes. We're getting down closer to the Capitol and closer to probably who knows what. It may be where the close to where the ferry is. I don't know, but yeah, look at this decor. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you guys. See if I can show that to you all. Just why? Let's see. It says first, American workers first. Yeah, no. But I don't know if this is where the Great Fair is. I'm down by the Capitol. But there's a lot of barricades and a lot of blockages over here in this area. You all probably can't see it too well, but okay guys, so I made it back to the house. It is so disrespectfully hot outside, but I told you that I would come on and do the unboxing for the glasses. I'm not going to do a review because obviously I just got them, but I do plan to use them quite a bit over the next, well, use them quite a bit. And so maybe after a month or some time, or a week, we'll see. I'll come back and give you guys an idea. So here is the packaging. Pretty chunky packaging. It says Meta Ray-Ban display. So these are by Ray-Ban, and not just Meta. I wish Meta did their own display version. It would have made these a little bit less expensive, I do think. So the box kind of is modular, it looks like. So this one comes out, and then the big box comes out. And then there's this little platform thing in here. I don't think anything's in the platform. I think it's just a platform to hold the box together because that feels pretty lightweight. So I'm gonna start with the glasses. You rip the little tip off. So I got it says on the outside, I got the glasses in band. And the color that I got is called, it's something sand. Is it on here? I don't know. I'll find it in a minute. Shiny Sand is what it's called. And then the wristband. So I will open actually the wristband first because I think it is kind of what sets these apart. It's what helps or gives the displays their functionality for the wearer. Let's see. What am I doing? Doing something wrong, child. There it comes. All right, so it comes out of here, little box, and there we go. Opens like this, and here's the band. And this is what I meant about it being just a little chunky. It really puts me in the mind of like is it called the Loop band? Is it Loop or Whoop? That is the fitness tracker band. And also, it says this line faces you, so unwrap it that way. So it has to go on your dominant hand, and it has to be placed like above, just above your wrist bone. So I'm grateful that my watch is on my left hand because this would bug me if it wasn't. It is not ugly. It is also not the most beautiful thing. So I look forward to whenever they will come up with cuter bands in time. All right, so it goes about right there, and it has to be pretty fitted. He did tell me that, so it can't be loose. And so it just does that, and then you snap it down like that and bring it around. It's magnetic, so it sits about right there. He said that my medical bracelet could stay there, so there it is, and you will turn it on in a moment. So that's the band. The band had its cord, or it had the cord wrapped kind of around it. Yep, so for the band charger, it is proprietary, sits in there, and then is USB-C on the other end. Has some instructions inside of it. Let's get to the glasses. Nice. I don't think I realized that the case was the lighter color as opposed to the darker black. It has a really soft finish to it. It has the Meta logo right there. Magnetic, so you see how that closes. You can hear it click and close. Opens that way. Actually opens both ways. And for here, looks like, let's see how the glasses, it's got like a little magnetic thing here. And the glasses just kind of slide out over it, which is kind of cool actually. That's also how it charges, so you just pull it off and you can see the two little nodes right there for charging. All right, so here they are in the sand, shiny sand color. I really liked this over the black. Just has a really good look to it. They are chunkier, as the Ray-Ban Metas and the Ray-Ban Stories were very early on, were chunkier and didn't have a lot of options. Now that Meta has taken to making its own frames, I saw that there were a lot of different options. Kylie Jenner has an option. So here are my very dirty Ray-Ban Metas. And then these are the others, the displays that I just got. So these are a little larger, a little chunkier, but they don't feel heavy. and I like the way that they feel on my face. I also like the way that they look, right? So let me see if I can get these to go on. These are my Ray-Ban Metas. Be careful with my little broken arm here. I can get them to stay on for just a second, right? Ray-Ban Metas, black. And then here is the Meta displays. Also Ray-Ban, but Meta displays. I like the way that they look. I love the color. And so I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to read the instructions to see what else comes in the box here. Here's the power cord, also USB-C. I assume that these charge in their case. Let me double check. I really like the way this case folds up and out. Where do y'all charge at, child? Where y'all charge at? How y'all charge? Okay, so figuring out how the case charges. Reading the instructions is going to be fundamental for that because I really don't know. Oh, there it is. Right there. So it charges right there on that. I like that this will lay flat if I needed to. Oh, y'all, look at that. It lays flat when you're not using it, y'all. And just to charge the case, you can charge like that. That I did not know, but I like it. Instead of having the bulky case, that it lays flat and charges. That is a nice little feature that my little man should have showed me. But it charges right there, and you can lay it flat, slide in the bag. This is nice because that is one thing I've always hated about the Stories and the Metas. That case is just bulky. So it sits like this when you need it to, when the glasses are in it, and then the rest of the time, it just folds completely flat, which is pretty doggone dope. All right. It has a QR code that I need to scan to set it up. So I guess I'll do that with you guys. So I'm going to take them off. I don't know if they have to be, let me unfold their case and put them back in. I don't know if they have to be in the case in order to get them started. So I'm going to put them back in the case. I'm going to use my phone. Going to use my phone to scan. Uh-oh. Well, I'm trying. It pops up, but it's not letting me. There it is. All right, so it's taking me to meta.com and downloading Meta AI, which I have to look because I thought I still had the Meta app on my phone from my others, or maybe this is just an updated version. This is the Meta AI. Yes, allow it to find Bluetooth devices. Good. Got that. Let's pair the glasses. Meta displays. Good. It popped up and found it, so I didn't have to do anything special. Yes, let's pair them. Ooh, this might be more intuitive than the others before. I remember it taking me a little bit to pair my Ray-Ban Stories and the Metas when I got them the first time. Okay, so now it says to pair the neural band. So I'm going to tell it to continue. I need to turn the band on. It has a power button that's right here. Press and hold the button for 2 seconds. All right, and then you release it when you feel the buzz and the light turns on. There's a little light right there. And yes, it's pulsing. Yes, it found it. Let's connect. I felt a little buzz. Yes, to pair it. The app is walking me through this really, really quickly and really intuitively. Okay, so continue. Let's see. Some new features like maps and find device require location access from Meta app. That's fine. Now, y'all know I don't love giving Meta a great deal of information. No, we're not sharing additional information. You're going to get the basics. Okay, so it's downloading an update. It says it's going to take a few minutes depending on the internet connection. So it's downloading my update. There you go. All right, so we're going to give it a few minutes to do that. It looks like it's moving pretty quickly. So I'm not a gigantic Meta supporter, if you will. I have questions, right, and thoughts and concerns. And so I try to only use the platforms for things that allow me to put value out into the world. So in my mind, I tell myself that I'm kind of balancing it out a little bit, because the platforms in particular, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever else they own, we've not done the work of creating replacements for those things. And those things have become so integrated into our everyday lives that it really is hard to figure out how not to use them. So I try to limit my use of them. The glasses that I bought, I didn't initially buy the Ray-Ban Metas to go live on Facebook or anything like that. They really genuinely were the best set of smart glasses that had the AI that I could look and say, hey, what am I looking at for my travels? That would give me the translation. They really were the best option for that at the time, and really remain one of the better options out for smart glasses that do all the things that I would like for them to do. And having a camera, because of the work that I do in the glasses and my photography and all that, it just made sense for me. And so that is not my favorite company. And also, I recognize that some of our favorites are still, some of our non-favorites are still a part of our lives. All right, so yes, I'm going to allow it to find my thing. It's asking to join the Wi-Fi network. Allow. All right. All right. Let's see. It's walking me through the stuff. It's going to be on my right hand. Well, the band is on. It's telling me I'll put the band on shortly. Child, the band been on. Let me take it off. Let me take it off. So the band, I have to figure out like the easy way to get it off. Even when the young man was trying it for me or helping me with it at the place, it wasn't the most intuitive thing to just kind of slide off, which I guess in some ways is a good thing. Okay, so if it's hang tight, you'll put it on. Wear the band correctly. All right, got it. Line is facing me. Okay, put it back on. I didn't even have to take it off. I thought it was going to tell me to do something spectacular. I didn't even have to take it off. Get it where it's supposed to be, which for me is right above my bicycling wrist, and it does need to be fitted. It's supposed to be above the wrist bone. Okay. Yes. Line is facing me. Yes. Has to be just above wrist bone. All my sensors are making contact. Band is locked and snug. Yes. Yes. Okay, so it's running another update. It says it's 6 minutes long, so I'm gonna let it finish and then I'll come back and show you guys. Okay, the update is finally finished. Took a little longer than 5 minutes, I think. So I'm going to, it's prompting me to put the glasses on. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on. I do think they look very, very nice. Good. Okay, it says continue to the next step. I'm gonna let it take me to the tour, even though the young man at the place gave me a good tour. Continue to the next step. Okay, just took a picture. Continue to next step. Okay, I did what it told me to do. So right now, I'm looking at the little screen. It's telling me to take photos. Press the capture button. Got it. So the tour is like a little video. and so it looks like the buttons work the same way. Wow. So here's what's cool that wasn't a part of the regular Meta. So the button works the same way. You press it and hold it and it's videoing. But what this does is it becomes a monitor for what I'm actually recording right in front of me. So point of view. This will be really cool for when I'm doing street photography. That I have like this point of view for what I'm recording. This is cool. Okay, just stop the video. It gives me a chance to watch it if I want. Nice. Yes. So it's talking to me and beginning to work for me to work through the finger gestures. All right. So very cool. So it's, all right. Very good. All right. So it's inviting me to swipe down until I find the Photos app. Up. Let me go over. There it is. So to change the volume. So I'm adjusting volume now. Yo, that's dope. Do I look weird using them though? So this, that puts the glasses to sleep. This wakes the glasses up. Hey Meta, what am I looking at? It's accurate in terms of what I'm looking at. Very good. So I'm holding my hand up here so that you all can see it, but the truth is that my hand can just be down right anywhere, which is really cool. Like, this is very good. I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna end the tour because I think that just working with them over time is gonna be key. So now I'm gonna go into the app and connect my. I'm changing my location settings for it, and also I'm going to go ahead and get it set up so that it can access my messages, particularly in WhatsApp. I like that it can also, I can do Instagram. I can add things to my story on Facebook, which is really cool. So I'm going to go through and do all of those connections. And then I'll come back and share with you guys just kind of some final thoughts, but that'll be it for today. All right, y'all. So the jury is still out on these and will be for a good while until I've had a chance to try them out. What I have noticed is a tad bit of a headache. It could be because I haven't eaten anything today, but I'm also concerned about what looking at the smaller screen with my astigmatism, how over long periods of time, how that might affect me. Also, one thing that I'm noticing is that I think I'll have to run Meta AI and Siri at the same time, because I tried to ask it to call my husband and it tried to call my husband via WhatsApp. So it definitely is geared toward, it definitely seems to be geared toward, they definitely seem to be geared toward utilizing the Meta apps, which is fine. Except when I don't want to call someone through Meta, I have to figure out how to configure it so that it just uses my regular phone. So I don't know if that is through utilizing Siri or if it is something else. So learning curve, child, is where we are. I love the way they look. I love the way that they feel. Don't feel any heat or anything like that along the sides of them. So we're gonna try it. I'm gonna charge them. I'm gonna track how long the band lasts before it has to be recharged. The same with the glasses. I've got 30 days to try them and love them, or try them and hate them, and take them back to the store for a full refund. So I'm going to do that, and I'll give you guys a review like on day 29 after 30 days. Maybe give you guys a review, but for now, I'm sleepy.